Hello, everybody. Welcome back to This Podcast Takes Tokens. I'm Deric, joined by my brother Ryan. We are here to talk about all the things we grew up with, all the things we loved. Movies, music, games, TV shows, whatever strikes our fancy that week. This week we are talking about Back to the Future Part 2. Kicking off the new year with Back to the Future Part 2. We're doing that because we missed it in October. We missed coming back and doing Back to the Future Part 2. We were caught up in all the horror movies and everything, and we didn't get to do it. So we're doing it now, and I'm rectifying that situation. We're going to knock it out. Back to the Future Part 2. Hang with us. We'll be right back. Your local video store card.
A comic book in your back pocket.
Games with no tutorials.
Music you had to discover.
And drinking water straight from the hose.
These are the things us millennials remember fondly. We are the Jennings brothers.
Join us after the streetlights come on
as we race our bikes from the top of the hill
right down memory lane.
Exchange those quarters because this podcast takes tokens.
I don't have a good one this time either.
I was waiting.
I thought about yelling McFly, but I got nothing. Back to the Future Part 2. I couldn't do that to it. There's things I guess I could do, but no.
Hello, McFly.
Think. No, we're here to talk about Back to the Future Part 2. Again, we are just fixing the miss back in October. It falls in October, Back to the Future Day, so it's hard. We got all the horror movies we want to do, and anyways, so yeah, Back to the Future Part 2. I'm not even going to bother asking you what you thought about a rewatch. We're going to go right into the numbers, and then we'll get into all that.
Yeah.
Box office and budget and all that stuff. This movie had a budget of $40 million.
I believe it.
They put money of this thing for sure. How do you think they did on opening weekend?
I'm going to say they made half their money back. 20 million opening weekend.
Yeah, okay. 27.8. Okay. Not bad. Gross worldwide? What you guessing there?
200 million.
332 million.
So happy to be wrong.
Yeah. It's Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Of course they did good. All right, tomato meter. What do you think the audience or the critics thought of this movie?
I'm going to say the critics were. I don't think they hated it. I don't think they liked it as much as they did the original. I'm going to say 70%.
63.
63.
I was a little disappointed. I thought it was going to be in the 70s too. Yeah, 63.
Yeah.
Chickens. Yes. Popcorn meter.
85.
86. Very close. Yeah.
It should have been 85. Somebody get in there and say they don't like it.
It's got an 86. 86 is higher than 85.
I know.
Oh, because it's 1985. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I caught up. I'm there now.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
So now we got to get somebody to go in there and badmouth it? That feels awful.
Well, you can just put in there. I'm giving it a negative review just to get this down to 85 where it needs to be.
I will adjust as accordingly.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. All right. So this movie picks right up where we left off in the end of the first movie. If I remember correctly, the end of the first movie, Doc comes back. We got to go back to the future. Tagline for the movie. Boom, we're off. This picks right up there, except they made a casting change. Everybody knows.
Claudia
Wells. Claudia Wells, thank you. Could not reprise her role for Jennifer. Some personal issues came up, and she had to take a break from acting. I don't know the.
I thought that she was having starting a family or something. I think she was in the middle of. I think when her scheduling. I think when they were wanting to shoot this or something. I thought I saw that she was. I don't know. Something with a child, maybe, I think.
Oh, I thought that it was something to do with her mom.
Oh,
Like her mom got sick and she was taking care of her mom.
maybe.
But like I said, I'm not.
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention to the news back then, and it's not something that comes up too frequently in my life now. Claudia Wells, that is. So I don't know. And she was at like a panel. We went to one of these like fan con things, and she was there. I mean, I didn't meet her or anything, but she was there, still doing like original Back to the Future autograph meet and greets and all that.
She should. She should.
Yeah, absolutely capitalize on it for sure.
So who do you think? Who do you like better, Elisabeth Shue or Claudia Wells as Jennifer?
I don't feel like we got enough of her in the first one to really make that call. Like, I don't know. Like, she didn't have much in the first movie. She was kind of, I don't want to say hollow, but like, there just wasn't much to her in the first film. The Jennifer character.
Yeah, yeah.
For Claudia Wells to really like show us who that character would be with her. I feel like all we got is the Elisabeth Shue version of it.
And see, I guess I disagree a little bit. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and I see where you're coming from with that. But I feel like Claudia Wells played that character more like, more serious, more kind of like she's like loving Marty, and she's like really got this passion for him and like their life together. Whereas Elisabeth Shue has that. I don't know if it's the way this, they wrote the Bobs, Bob Gale and Robert Zemeckis wrote the script, but Elisabeth Shue is kind of all over the place. Like, oh, yeah, it's a great movie. I'm old. Like, it's just this whole like
sticky.
It is not like I can't envision Claudia Wells portraying Jennifer like this.
I can see that. I see what you mean there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we watched the trailer earlier, and the trailer, watching that feels almost like a completely different movie. It's like whenever you watch a trailer for a movie on YouTube and they've like recut Elf to be like a horror film.
Oh, sure.
They do it as like it feels like that whenever you go back and watch the original theatrical trailer for Back to the Future 2. It's like, not that it's a horror film, but like I was saying to you, I feel this movie feels a little more serious to me. Not that it's like totally serious. It's comedic for sure. It's a comedy at first, but it feels a little more serious than what they're portraying in this trailer. The trailer definitely portrays like a little slapsticky, a lot of like jokey and kind of like poking fun at the future, if you will. And they definitely focused on the future a lot.
Yeah.
The trailer.
Yeah.
Even though, I don't know, we spent like what, 10, maybe 15 minutes in the future? But it's all anybody remembers of this
You're
movie.
not in there. You're not in there a lot. Most of it's back in 1955 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what the movie's known for.
But they had to, right? Because you've got the end of it, because they were never originally going to make a sequel for this movie. They didn't think they were going to make enough money to make a sequel for it.
They certainly left it open for it.
They ended it like that as a joke. Like, something's going to be done about your kids. And then when they did so well and the studio approached them and said, hey, let's do a sequel, they were like, okay, so.
Well, we know where we're picking up from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. You're hosting this and I'm throwing.
No, this is totally what it's all about.
Yeah.
So, okay. Let me go here first. What were you doing October 21st, 2015?
I was time traveling with Doc and Marty. Do you remember that?
No.
So I'd planned this. This. So for those who are new to the podcast, like, I am a Back to the Future like super fan. Like, it's my favorite trilogy. You can't ask me which one's my favorite movie because they're all just kind of one thing to me. But
number 3.
Yeah, I guess I've said that. If I have to pick number 3.
No, I'm saying for me, it's number 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Doc and Marty have their relationship is at their best in the third one. Anyway, so I had this whole thing planned out, and I had taken a whole bunch of images from the movie, like screenshots and everything, and I had photoshopped myself into them. So throughout the day on Facebook, I was posting pictures of me hanging out with Doc and Marty and Jennifer at different places in 2015. And I was like, man, it's just been a wild day. Like I wish I could pull them up here. There's somewhere online somewhere, but like I've got one of like, I had a selfie of me and I had cropped myself doing this selfie. And then behind me was Marty like ducking when the jaws comes down.
Oh yeah.
And then like my caption was like, this guy, like he like, I can't believe he thinks this is so real, and everything. But anyway, what was I doing? That's what I was doing. I was working that day, but I was posting those pictures throughout the day.
You had fun. You were enjoying it. You were planning for it. For sure.
I had one day to do it. I had one day.
Yeah.
I made the most of it.
All right. I was at home. My wife was on a business trip. I forget where. It's 2015. Sorry, I don't remember where she was. But she was away. I remember that. She was on a vacation, or not a vacation, a business trip somewhere for business. And I was at home with the kids. They were 10 years younger now.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were fairly young. They were, quick math, 10 years ago would make them 14 and 16. No, 4 and 6.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, they weren't. Yeah.
4 and 6.
Yeah.
And so we're at home. I pick them up from school. We come home. We get dinner, and I put on Back to the Future, and I just spent the whole night watching all three of them, regardless of like what they were doing. But then, like 4 and 6, they're running around the house, playing, and if I don't get to watch a scene, whatever. But I remember like Taylor, my daughter, sitting there and just like mesmerized at like the first time travel sequence where the DeLorean first goes back in time with Doc and Marty, and they're in the parking lot, and that whole scene. And then she was locked in for a little while. And so like that was whenever I first exposed my kids to Back to the Future, was the Back to the Future day, 2015.
My sister-in-law's husband. So is it my brother-in-law? Is that how that works? Oh no, that works.
Sister-in-law, yeah, you'd be your brother-in-law.
Yeah, okay. So he sent me, this was a while back, he sent me a video of my nephew. He was showing him Back to the Future, and it was the first one. And it's when Marty's playing, Johnny Be Good, and he's up on stage.
Oh, yeah.
And Ari, my nephew, is down there on the ground with a little toy broom, and he's like playing, and he's like 3 at the time, and he's jumping up and down like when Marty's jumping. And I was like, yeah,
that's awesome.
That's my nephew.
They get into it.
Yeah,
like whenever they're that little, it's easy for them to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so to bring it back to the movie.
Yeah.
How long do you think it had been since Doc dropped off Marty at 1985 and then went off and started exploring and came back from the future about the kids?
Well, it had been enough time for him to get the Hubbard conversion done.
Yeah.
And for him to get his spleen and everything replaced.
So we're talking, it's got to be months, if not years.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say years, but at least a couple months.
Yeah.
Have to be.
And he's all about like, he gives Marty that whole lecture about like, we don't use the time machine to gamble and make money, personal gain or whatever. But he had already like blown his whole fortune by 1985. Like he didn't have much money.
No.
Where's he getting the money to do all that? Like the future's more expensive than the present.
You ain't kidding. Yeah, it is.
So did he do what he said like you shouldn't do, and like he was like placing bets or investing or what?
I don't know. I've never given much thought to that, and that's a good point.
Yeah,
I don't know where he's getting his money from.
Right.
I mean, because you look. Well, we won't go into the third one, but yeah, I don't know where he's getting his money from. That's a good point. Yeah, I have no idea. Because, Goldie Wilson III sure as heck isn't handing out hover conversions for free.
Those things cost money. Was it $49.99.99 or what? How much was it?
I think so. Yeah. It was something
it's like 50 or 100 grand or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. But, yeah.
You know why they did that de-aging on him?
Mm-mm. Oh, because he wasn't even that old to begin with.
No, they did it to save money. Because to save a little bit on the budget, because the first movie, when all the 85 scenes, he looked old. They had to use all those prosthetics and everything on him. And they, in the 55 scenes, he was just himself.
Oh, yeah.
They were tired of, they were like, well, we can save a little bit of money on the budget and we can make a joke out of it if he just peels those prosthetics off, because he wants to look, he doesn't want to fool Marty into, hang on, let me pull this off so I don't fool you into,
So I don't scare you.
Yeah.
Yes, I think he was going around. I'm thinking it had to have been a couple of years. I think.
Okay.
I mean,
there's nothing saying that it wasn't. Totally feasible.
Right.
Absolutely feasible.
And did he only visit the future? Or did he travel around? Like, how far into the future did he go? How far did he go back into the past at all?
Well, he does go, I don't remember how far it says, but he does say that he went ahead in the future again because
because it's like a chain reaction.
The events spiral out of
events,
place. Yeah.
And it takes down his whole family or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There was that. Yeah, you're right.
What a good friend, right? To
Right?
just be like, I got to fix this.
You got to check on my friend and make sure that
Marty's
he's
my
okay.
friend.
Make sure his kids are okay and his kids. And where does it end?
That's what I love so much about just it's their relationship. It really is it's just a strong bond that they have. And it's like, I got to take care of him. Like, he's almost like a second father figure to him almost.
Yeah. I gotta imagine Marty's kind of like his kid. Like, he didn't have any of his own. So he even makes that kind of offhanded remark of, I'm going to disassemble a time machine. Then I'm finally going to get around to that thing I've been putting off, the mystery of women or something like that.
Yeah.
He hasn't even dated this whole time. So. But all right. So they've got the time machine. And Doc comes flying in hot from the future to get Marty. Like, just dropped him off, comes right back. Why is he in such a hurry? He's got a time machine. Theoretically, they've got all the time in the world. Couldn't he have just discreetly came back and met up with Marty after Jennifer had walked away?
Yeah.
I
don't know why he didn't. Why he came back right that exact. But I guess you could say that he knew Marty would be right there. Yeah. Whereas if he comes back in the future a little bit farther, he may not be exactly right there. I don't know. But if he's been gone for a couple years, that could be.
He just forgot everything else.
Yeah, I remember where he's at.
Yeah. He could have gone back to his apartment or his house or whatever, his garage, whatever he's living in, and just called up Marty. He's like, I know he's at home. Let me just call him. We can have a conversation on the phone. I can just say, hey, come over right away.
Yeah.
I got to talk to you or whatever. I don't know. That was just something.
Okay. I'm chalking it up to the joke that it was supposed to be at the end of the first one before they realized they were going to have to make a second one. And then they had to write a script around this scene.
They backed themselves into.
Yeah.
Which I guess could have gone any number of ways. It was I know the original script was way different. Well, a little different because of everything with Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
And then all that happened and they had to rewrite that character, which changed a lot of things in the script and everything. He was supposed to be in the third one even, and that didn't happen.
I wish we could have had that. Crispin does a good job in the first one. I hate that we didn't have him in the second one.
Yeah. Some actors though.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
He made a lot of money.
It could have been the director. I don't know. I know they have a whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm not picking sides. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong because I'm not part of it. I don't know one way or the other, but I don't know. I don't know. That's all I got on that.
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, and I don't know it.
Yeah.
I feel like their vision of this future, 2015, is you can tell it's an 80s vision of 2015 just because there's no internet and there's no cell phone, and those two things alone drastically change the landscape of 2015.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And You can see it. Like they go back and he goes to 2015 and we've got
Mhm.
like, like they're still using landlines. They've got
Mhm.
like payphones on the corners. Like everything's
Mhm.
kind of TV based as
Mhm.
far as like
Mhm.
entertainment. Like it's all based on cable still.
Yep.
And fax machines are a thing
Yeah.
still.
That's- yeah.
It's just crazy, but I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. That is strange. Like, I think that you're right. Like, you look at a lot of retro versions of the future,
Yep.
and they lack. I mean, just take out cell phones; they lack internet.
Yeah. It just completely like came out of left field and through the 90s just reshaped everything so
Man.
drastically.
Like, how much smaller did that make the world?
Yeah.
Just boom. Yeah, it's. We could do a whole freaking
Right.
episode on the impact of that.
Like you even look at like the Jetsons that had like this vision of the future and they don't even account for the internet really. Like everything's on like TVs and it's all radio frequencies and whatnot. But yeah, the internet, it's a different animal.
Yeah.
Changed the world for sure. Like you can just see it. Like I was saying, in this vision of the future, how different it became. Just that one thing
Yeah.
changed. Like you couldn't have this future with the internet.
No.
Like, it just doesn't exist with the internet.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Or so there's that retro store that he goes into and he gets the
Sports almanac.
almanac. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's you sell a little Roger Rabbit there, right? There's like a little Roger Rabbit stuffed animal there.
Oh, I don't think I ever noticed that.
Never? Really? Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like right there next to the almanac. There's a little Roger
I don't know
Rabbit
how
stuffed animal.
I've never seen that. Huh.
I was like scanning all that
Yeah.
the whole
yeah.
time. But yeah, there's that, and then there's like bottles of water, like a little 6-pack of like Perrier water,
Mm.
and it's got this little sign next to it, and I don't remember what it says exactly, but it's kind of like it's like bottled water, like an exclamation point from 1980 whatever, for however much the price was, but it was almost like, can you believe that people at one point thought that water should be bottled? Like how crazy is, because like that was the thing in the 80s, like bottled water was kind of a new fad and everybody thought that like it was just kind of like a fad, like why are people paying for water in bottles? Now it's like everywhere you go everything's bottled now. I thought that was funny. It was a little commentary on society that got slipped in there.
Well, I like the whole spiel she gives him on the dustbuster.
Oh yeah.
This is, of course, that was before silicone paper, whatever she says. I can't remember the exact verbiage she says, but like, paper now doesn't get dust or whatever.
Before the anti-dust covers of the whatever, something like that. Yeah.
Do you remember our aunt had a dustbuster? Do you remember that thing?
I had a dustbuster.
Did you have a dustbuster? Oh my gosh!
When I first moved into my first apartment, I got a dustbuster. It's handy.
They still make them?
Yeah, they still make them.
Wow.
I mean, now it's like we have a Dyson. It's basically a dustbuster or a vacuum. Like,
yeah.
I think the way they design vacuums now kind of like phased out the dustbuster because they kind of do both.
Yeah, dustbuster. That's a great. That's a great product name.
It busts
Dustbuster.
dust.
Yeah, bust dust.
So this like aesthetic of 2015, I'm watching this movie and I finally like caught it, and I was like, it was really like the scene with Elijah Wood, and I'm like, everybody looks like they're dressed in neon spray painted garbage. Everyone, like, you start looking around and it's like, oh yeah, like everything that they're wearing looks like it's like recycled from something else. It's like this weird like neon Mad Max world.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It almost, especially Elijah Wood's hat.
Yeah.
It gives me the impression that they took a little bit of influence from the Jetsons, just a little bit.
I could see that. Yeah.
But
like an
you're
80s
right.
version of it.
Yeah.
Because it's also got
throwing
like that 80s palette on top of it.
Yeah, it does. but throwing like some trash in there with it, and then and there you go.
Like, we're just going to reuse this old, like, colander we got laying around and, like, a fly swatter, and we're just going to weld them together, and we'll spray paint it green, and, you know, this lady over here, she's going to wear this skirt. Well, yeah, what do we got laying around? Oh, we got some, like, bubble wrap. We'll put that up underneath of it, and it'll kind of, like, fluff it out a little bit, and, it was just, like, very, like, piecemeal together, it felt like. I mean, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. But it was definitely, like, I don't know. It's like Star Wars. Whenever you're watching it and they're going over the Death Star, it's like, oh, I can see like the battleship parts now that they mention it. And just kind of felt like that here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I want to give some love.
Okay.
Thomas Wilson is underrated in this film. So underrated.
Fantastic.
In just all of these films.
Oh my gosh.
Across the whole board. Like, I know Marty, Michael J. Fox gets a lot of love for this film. And it's like,
rightfully so. I mean,
one of his top film for sure. But Thomas Wilson, man, he goes above and beyond. Like him playing Griff, and then playing Biff, old man Biff, and young Biff, and then the third one coming in and playing
Mad Dog Tannen.
Buford, yes. Man, I know that like I had read somewhere or seen an interview with Bob Gale or something like that, and they had talked about doing his daughter, Biff's daughter, leading to Griff, Tiff, short for Tiffany, which is just chef's kiss.
Right.
And having Thomas Wilson play her like they had Michael J. Fox play his daughter as like a bit for the movie, but it didn't happen for whatever reason. I guess maybe they put him in the costume and they were like, no, it's too much. It doesn't work. But like he played his grandma's voice too, didn't he? Like he played the grandma voice?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
So yeah, like I mean, like underrated.
He's so good.
He didn't go on to do more.
I know. He's so good in this. I love like he makes you hate that character.
Yeah.
Like you just hate him. You oh my gosh. And yeah, I don't know what else I can say about it, but yeah, he just does so good. He does so good. And he's so underrated in it. I mean, you know, yeah, people talk about Chris Lloyd. They talk about Michael J. Fox. Again, rightfully so. I mean, Leah Thompson does a great job too, but like, oh man, yeah, he does so good in it.
Yeah. And I know, like, where's Biff's kids? Are they growing up with Marty? Like, are they in school with Marty, or did they get like I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We never get any kind of story there. Not that I guess it doesn't really need it, but like, I don't know. I would have liked to see that connection.
I mean, I can see like his kids, like being estranged from him for a while.
Yeah. You know who would be the perfect age to play his kid, assuming that his kid is a little younger than Marty. Jack Black.
Yeah.
Tell me that wouldn't work.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I could totally see it. Yep.
Yeah. But, all right. Did wasn't there like a thing with like, didn't the Cubbies win the World Series in 2015? Like that became like reality?
They won it the next year.
Oh, okay.
But it was very close. The Royals won in 2015.
Oh, okay. Very proud moment for you, I'm sure.
Yes. I think they won the next year. I think it was 2016, but the Cubs won. It was like super close though. Yeah. Which was a big deal because like nobody ever thought the Cubs would win.
Because they never won it. I guess like, 99 years or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a whole thing. Yeah. I don't follow baseball enough, but I remember it was like a big thing. So,
do you think it really would have been that bad for Marty to like use that sports almanac?
Well, I saw it happen to Griff or Biff. So I don't know.
But Marty's not.
It depends. Like it would it have corrupted him? I think is the question. Because like I feel like that's kind of the lesson we learn, or the lesson that Marty is supposed to learn through all this is to take control of his own destiny and not just let things happen to him, but to have control over that and to not be controlled by outside influences. If that makes sense. I think so.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I mean, you know, it all goes down to the end there, where if he would have, in the third one, if he would have, you know, played chicken with
drag race with
needles, he would have gotten hit by the train and he would have gotten all hurt, and then he would have, you know,
he hit the Rolls Royce is what it was.
That's it. He hits the Rolls, hits the Rolls Royce, and then that what would have happened to him is what happens in the second one, where he's just this
shell of a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't get the whole chicken thing. Nobody calls me chicken.
Like, was chicken like a big insult back then, or what?
Okay, sure, call me chicken. I don't care. You're the idiot that's going to hit the Rolls Royce. That's fine.
Or a random guy I just met. Like, what impact does that have on my life? Yeah, he's very like, don't call him chicken. Like, that. Yeah. You can call him a lot of things, but when you call him chicken, and then you can see like later, like people have figured this out, and like that's how Needles gets him to do whatever. What was it that Needles was getting him to do?
I think he was like, I don't know if they were like using his card to embezzle money or something.
Or
using his
something
ID
shady.
I don't know.
They didn't really kind of get into the details, but
but he gets fired.
He gets fired for it. Yeah, you're fired like right away, like within seconds.
Oh my gosh, McFly! How bad are their aging prosthetics in this? They don't look like they're 47. They look more like they're like 67 or 77. Like it's rough. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. Like, has the future been that bad to us? Because Doc looks pretty good, you know, and he got all the de-aging
in 2015, stuff. Marty would have been
47.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which I'm not too far off from. I hope that doesn't happen in the next couple of years.
You don't look.
Just all of a sudden, it's like, whoa.
It was bad. I mean, he looked as old as Lorraine did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
That's just, I feel like that's like they're trying to make visually hard lines for us to distinguish between the characters and the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's just those language visual shortcuts that the director's trying. But yeah, like today, if they did it, it wouldn't be as drastic. No. And it would all be digital probably.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It would look a lot more believable than it did then. But
so we don't know what Needles was trying to get Marty to do. What was Griff trying to get Marty Jr. to do? Do we know that either? Or was that another kind of ambiguous one?
What was that? I can't remember what it was. Gosh darn it.
Like, I started the movie with that question in mind and watched the movie, got past that scene. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I missed it again.
Yeah, I know.
So whatever it is, I think it's vague and subtle.
Yeah.
And I think they purposely keep it vague so that it's, I don't know, almost a little future proof in that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not like, you know, if he would have come on there and been like, hey, we're going to go steal 600, I don't know, gold lobster bagels or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got food on my mind. But
okay, so what about, go ahead.
Well, there was a deleted scene with the dad where they talk about like how he ended up in the accident that he ended up in. And it kind of answers the question, but not really. Flying cars. Now, I don't know about you, but around here, I can't go a day without seeing an accident.
Oh, sure.
If you got flying cars and they're having accidents on the same, occurrence, I just see parts and cars flying out of the sky all the time, just falling into it. Like, how does that get handled? Like, how do we but apparently that's how, George got hurt. He was out on the golf course and a car fell out of the sky.
Yeah. That's so funny.
It's just random.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, did they just have like car parts raining? Like, there's cars that drive around all the time and they got like things hanging off of them and it just like falls off randomly. So is there just like stuff flying out of the sky all the time?
It'd have to be, right? Like, can you imagine littering? Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
In the skyways. Like, why? Okay, you're gonna put an average person in a vehicle and you're gonna put it in the sky,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna limit them
Right.
to this 20-foot area to drive.
Right. Yeah, and it's all backed up. Well, why is it back? Because you got infinite space in any X, Y, and Z direction.
Yeah.
Why are you? Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, the flying car thing. Like, this is why we haven't figured it out, because we can't figure out 3-dimensional space.
Right.
But anyways, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I love the scenes in the alternate 1985.
Oh yeah, like the Mad Max world.
The Mad Max one of my favorite scenes is when Marty comes in to his house and he gets into his bedroom and that girl sits up and she starts screaming and her dad comes in, and by his reaction and the speed of that, this has happened before. and he's like, and Marty's like, whoa, 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 I don't want any trouble. And he's like, you got some now. Yeah. He's just swinging to the kids like, get him, Dad, get him. It's just so funny. There must be a mistake. Oh, you betcha there's a mistake.
That was great. Absolutely.
So
that guy, I was watching it and I was like, man, I think Samuel L. Jackson could have had fun with this movie, with this part. Yeah. And I'm watching it, I'm like, no, this guy nailed it. He did a fantastic job.
Just coming in there with his boxer shorts.
Right. Like, talk about making the most out of a small part. Man. Yeah, he went with it. And he chases him out of the house and he's screaming, you tell those real estate guys that we're not going to sell. We won't be bullied. We won't be terrorized or whatever. And then I started noticing, like, every house in the neighborhood has a Biff real estate thing in the yard. Yeah. So he's buying up the neighborhood, but to what end? Like, I would imagine, like, more toxic dump things or whatever.
Yeah. Just make more money.
Yeah, I guess so. Mm-hmm. Probably plow it all down and do something with it, like you said, like another casino or whatever.
Yeah.
But
now I think, I don't remember if it, was it a deleted scene? They don't say it in the movie. Do they say it now? Oh no, I just watched it and all of a sudden I can't remember. That Biff actually shot and killed George.
Yeah. Okay, he admits it on the roof, on the rooftop.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
it. Like, they couldn't match the bullets that killed your old man.
That's
or whatever.
It.
Yeah. Yeah, because he did it. Which I had the same thought. I'm watching the movie. I'm like, did Biff kill him, or how did George die? I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
And then
that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a note that I had marked out. I'm watching it, and they go to George's grave, and I watched it last night late, and they show, like, the date of his birth and the date of his death, and I see the date of his birth, and I was like, wait a minute, Marty went back to 1955, and I did some back of the napkin math in my head, and I was like, was he 19? Was he held back? That can't be right. And then, like, I did the math again, and I was like, oh no, he was 17. Like, I got my numbers off and I had to scratch it out, but I thought I'd reveal my ignorance a little bit there.
I like that.
It was late. It was like 11 o'clock at night when I was watching this movie last night.
Sure. Yeah. But, is this a normal thing for Marty to just leave Jennifer on her porch?
Okay. I want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
So the doc says his theory is that they leave her on the porch and the whole world will just change around her and she'll have no memory of it or whatever. But I beg to differ. I feel like if they make the change in the past, I think my theory is she's stuck in this alternate 1985.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like time travel law. Like, that's how that works, right?
Because he talks later, like, that
he can't go back to 2015
that he knows
because that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. So, yeah. Time travel logic. She's not, like, she's gone now. Or it's a different Jennifer that he comes across whenever he finally returns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the same, but, like, what was it? Was it, I forget which time travel movie it was that they were talking about that, but, like, how there's, like, I think it was like the Loki series, like the variants, like variants of everybody. I think it's just she's just a variant of the one that he knew or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be my theory.
Yeah.
We can do a whole episode. We could do a whole lot on time travel. There's a lot of time travel theory. It's all theory. It's all theory. None of it is real. None of it is proven. None of it has been done that we know of. If you do, I will take some nice hot stock tips.
Yeah.
I will accept an almanac. I have no problem with that. I have no qualms with the morality of that. I am okay. How about you?
Wasn't it Stephen Hawking that said, like, if time travel exists, like, he sent out letters to everybody and said that, like, to people he knew, said, like, I will meet me here on this day.
Oh.
And he never showed up.
He never showed up, or they never showed up?
Maybe that was it. Maybe they never showed up. Anyway, regardless, they never showed up. Somebody didn't show up.
Oh, anyway. Like he was somewhere at a specific time and he gave them letters as in like, go back to that time and meet me or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, it didn't work. So, yes, stock tips. Yeah.
But it wouldn't work according to like time travel logic, because on that timeline, he already existed. And if they go back in time, they're not visiting him. They're visiting a version from their timeline.
Right.
It hurts my head.
I don't know.
Anyways, so Jennifer gets picked up by the police, the young Jennifer, and taken back to her house. And the police make comments like, Hilldale is the bad neighborhood. It's the rundown area. Is it just me, or did it not look that bad? Not that rundown. Although the inside of their house,
what their nice areas look like.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the inside of their house, like, it's a little like there was like hand smudges on the walls. Like you look around like the door where they got the fingerprint thing, it's all like smudged up. Like there's definitely like a slight lack in cleaning perhaps, but the neighborhood it's got lit up signs everywhere. There's like a thing walking a dog. Like, it seemed
it's just an automated dog walking thing.
Right.
It's just,
it seemed like a decent neighborhood. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess like half the stuff in their house kind of only like partially worked. Like they had to bang the fruit thing needed to go up. And all that. Which, like, who designs a door that can only be open with your fingerprint, in or out?
Yep.
That feels like a fire hazard.
Absolutely. Unless it's like power goes out. Well, I guess.
What happens if your power goes out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pops open and everybody can come in.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like that's a miss.
Yeah.
But there is a special feature on the DVD I watched with and it has like I got the 4K Blu-ray special edition that came out a few years back, and they did like a 8-minute thing with Doc Brown. Like they remade, like they shot like this new thing, and it's Doc Brown and comes in with the time machine, and he's in like an undisclosed location. And he's got all these relics from like the future. And he's like, we have to make sure that these don't exist because they will cause some big nuclear fallout thing in like 2045 or something like that. Right. And it was like the hoverboard, the Nike Laces shoes, and the hydration pizza machine, and something else, like all these things that like were from the movie that didn't actually didn't happen in 2015, but this was like them kind of retconning all that out of our actual timeline to kind of make Back to the Future still kind of fit in a way, which I thought was kind of clever.
Yeah.
So like he left the camera running, and then like he takes off in the time machine, and then you just see all of them kind of go whoop, whoop, and just disappear off the screen.
Oh, that's cool.
And then he comes back and he's like, "Oh, it worked! I erased him from time." And it was just funny.
That's cool.
I thought it was neat how they kind of like addressed that none of that stuff actually like ended up happening.
Yeah.
So anyway,
although I really do wish I could have the auto drying on.
Just in the summer, just to have like a nice cool airflow.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Yeah. But
power laces.
Yeah. Did you ever watch any of the deleted scenes or anything from this?
Yeah, it's been a while. I used to watch this weekly. And I had that on the DVDs I've got. It has some deleted scenes, but I don't remember many of them. It's been a long time since I've watched any of those.
Okay, so there's the one where Biff, old man Biff, he goes back in time, and then he comes back and gets out of the car. And then he goes and he kind of like hides behind the other car while Marty and Doc are getting back in the time machine and taking off. After he's given himself the almanac, he fades away.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
What do you think happened between the alternate 1985 and that point?
That's what it was. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Lorraine shot him.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's what happened. Because I was watching the audio commentary one time, and the Bobs were talking about that, and they said they didn't put that scene in there because they decided it was too dark for the movie. But Lorraine ended up shooting him.
Huh. I wonder how soon after. Like, it had to have been.
Yeah.
She was definitely like right on the edge. Like, he had been pushing her far too much.
Yeah.
Which, like, why is he so obsessed with having her as his wife whenever clearly, like, he doesn't really care about it? Like, he's already got her.
Yeah.
So, like, he's got like every woman that he wants or whatever. Like, he's always there with like the two other ladies in the hot tub. Why is he so like, I don't know. Is it a control thing, I guess?
I think it's a control thing. I think it's like, he wants to, even though George is dead, he wants to prove to George that he still has the love of his life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So he's just a jerk.
Yeah. Well, yes. I mean, that's Biff, right?
Yeah, that's true. Biff. That's Biff. He's a jerk.
Yeah.
Wow. The alternate 1985.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a movie to be had with Strickland in the alternate 1985 with that flat jacket running around with a shotgun. I want to see that.
Slackers!
I don't know what it is, but I feel like it should exist.
I love the way Michael J. Fox delivers that line when he like has that shotgun on his face and he's like, God, he's Mr. Strickland.
Yeah.
Oh
man. All right. Well, do you have a favorite line from the movie then?
Yeah, it's not what you would think.
All right.
And this is you tell me yours first because mine's going to go into a tangent.
All right. Mine's really simple. It kills me every time. And it's whenever Marty first arrives in alternate 1985 and he's on the square and he's kind of stumbling around like trying to take it all in, and he backs into, I forget the guy's name, the homeless guy, and the homeless guy is like crazy drunk pedestrian, like I don't know what it is. That just kills me every time, and it's one of my favorite lines from the movie.
Yeah. I like it's after lightning has struck the DeLorean and Doc, it flips and Doc's gone.
Yeah.
It starts raining and the flags fall down and Marty's just all distraught. The vehicle pulls up and the guy gets out and he says, what is it, Martin McFly? He's like, yeah. And it's the way that he says that. And then the reason I like that is because that I feel like that's the best ending of almost any movie, any sci-fi movie I've watched. Like how that just whoosh, and the guy pulls up and it's like, it's just always been. It's always been like, Marty's always been there. And there's this, this whole thing of, well, we've had this bet going that this Martin McFly wouldn't even be here. I guess I lost, and then he runs back and somehow he runs back in the square and it's not raining. Oh, yeah. And, and then he, finds Doc and I sent you back to the future. Well, I am back, but I'm back from the future. Yeah.
That's a great line.
I don't know. That is a long answer to your question, and I'm sorry, but it's the way that
it's a confluence of those lines.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's so good because it's like when you first watch that, you think Doc's gone, and just the
kind
writing
of like he exploded.
Good. It did, yeah. And the writing is just so good there. Just to have that, I would have never have thought that to just like build this whole scenario up that Doc is like, how do I get in touch with Marty? Because he's stuck in 1885. The only way I can do it, is to leave a note, and then that version of Doc dies.
Could you mail a letter with a 70+ year delay like that?
I don't know.
I gotta wonder. I guess Western Union, like they're selling Western Union there. Like it's a good advertisement for them for sure. I'm just curious.
Sure.
That's interesting. I wonder how much he paid for that. Like that's not a standard stamp. That's like
no. He's lucky they showed up.
Yeah, like how often did he have multiple letters go out? Like knowing that sometimes mail gets lost.
Had to have done. Doc would have had some sort of an idea of like some plan B. If this doesn't work, this is what I have to do. Yeah.
Something, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, so that ends on the to be concluded, which it's there in vivid color. The series will conclude with 3. No sequels, none of that. But all this time, the time machine is left alone in these little spots right here. If they were to do a reboot or a sequel, I feel like that's where it comes from. It's not about the characters.
Yeah.
Somebody gets a hold of the time machine for just a moment, joyrides for a while, and then returns it right where they found it. None the wiser to anybody else.
I think we discussed this last year when we were talking about the first Back to the Future. The Telltale little video game miniseries that they did.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of goes that route. Like it takes place between 1 and 2, if I remember right. And it's before Doc comes back and the DeLorean just shows up in front of Marty. And there's like nobody in it. And he's like, what the heck's going on? And then like, it's like there's like a note or something in there. Like it's been automated to like fly back to him at that certain point. So then it like goes on this other adventure. Like the video game takes place over this other adventure that he has between like 1 and 2. Because
but he forgets about it.
I think I never finished the game. Like I had the first, because they put it out like it was
serialized
a weird. Yeah, they serialized it, and I never finished it. I'm assuming it was like something where Doc was like telling him, don't say anything to me about this because we don't want to like disrupt the space-time continuum or something. Like I don't know, but
I bet you could pull up on YouTube just like the cutscenes and kind of get the idea of it all.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting to go back and watch. Well,
but I thought it was an interesting way to get it in there, to have a different story. But anyway.
Oh yeah. That's I think that's the way you do it. I mean, it's set for 70 years in that cave, so anybody could. Although the time frame, like they wouldn't know what it is or how to operate it or anything. It didn't work. So I don't know. Anyway, so my question would be, what other movie character would you give the time machine to? Like if you were going to do like a crossover or use a different character, who could get the time machine? Who could get their hands on that and be fun?
Crawl from Son-in-Law. Right?
All right. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you. All right. I think I'll go one further and I'll say Wayne and Garth, and they just go and they tour all like the classic concerts.
Yeah.
And just go back and watch like Woodstock and Jimi Hendrix and like, catch some Led Zeppelin early shows and maybe some Janis Joplin, just all over the place.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I say all over the place. I listed a bunch of like 70s bands, but anyways.
Which they would have been.
They would have been all about, for sure.
Kids, I guess. But
Do you think Biff and Lorraine had kids? They don't talk about it.
No. I think Lorraine... I think the only reason she was with Biff is because he had money and that was a way to take care of her kids.
I think he blackmailed her.
You think he blackmailed her?
Oh, I absolutely. I bet he had to have like threatened her family or her kids in some way. Yeah, she's definitely doing it to protect her family.
So I think that if somehow, I think she probably took every step she could to not get pregnant.
Yeah.
Or not stay pregnant. You know what I mean? Like with Biff's. So, yeah.
All right. Yeah, because like they don't talk about it, but then again, like they purposely leave things vague.
Yeah.
I guess they learned their lesson from the first one, the end of the first one there.
Yeah.
Should we go back and add a fistful of dollars to our list of movies to watch, since it's what Biff's watching in the hot tub there?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like the setup for the third one.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact: the blog idea that I had that ultimately led to this podcast, I was going to call it a fistful of popcorn.
That's great.
So it kind of works.
Like it.
I'd never seen Fistful of Dollars, so I just thought it sounded like a good name.
Yeah. Yeah. I never watched it. I think I watched.
I didn't either.
What did I watch? What was it? What was that other one? Oh my! Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I've seen that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't seen that. I haven't watched any old westerns really, other than like I guess catching a little bit here and there. But
yeah,
I don't know. So this one kind of bugged me. It's always bugged me. How did they not notice Marty rolling around in the back of Biff's car like he was? Like,
yeah, you'd think you'd feel that. Like,
you'd feel that. The movement. And then not only that, but like all the times that he's like up behind one of the other ones and kind of looking over their like your peripheral is going to catch it.
Yeah.
The other Biff is looking directly at him, and Marty's like, I don't know.
He's like, you can see, like he's
yeah. You can see. Like, how do you not catch that? I don't know.
Yeah.
It just felt convenient. That one kind of bugged me.
That's part of the movie. I mean,
but it's part of the movie. Yeah, it's
you gotta have
you suspend disbelief.
I mean, there's times where like you're wondering how the 1955 Marty doesn't see the. You know what I mean? Like there's scenes where there's like he's not supposed to interact with himself.
Yeah. He's laying on his back playing his guitar. He doesn't see him up in the rafters.
Yeah.
Lynch. So Marty's out on stage. Original Marty. Let's say timeline 1 Marty.
Yeah.
Is out on the stage playing Johnny Be Good, rocking it, and the 3 goons are off on the stage waiting to jump him after he gets some of the set. But the whole time, man, they're enjoying that groove.
Oh, yeah.
They're into it. They're loving it.
Yeah.
You think they're just kind of having a sidebar conversation like, why are we beating up this guy? Like, he seems cool. We should hang out with him. Why is Biff the guy that we want to like impress?
Well,
I don't know.
Biff strong arms people.
He does. He's a bully.
He's a bully.
Anyways, I could go on and on and on.
Yeah.
About this movie, but I feel like we're rounding out an hour.
Yep.
I'm going to let you get in any final shots you want to get in, and we'll wrap this one up.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about it. I mean, yeah, if we want to sit and talk about it, we can do it. I can do it for hours and hours and hours. But it's just another piece of the pie that is Back to the Future. That is not. It's by no means a perfect movie.
No,
but it is
darn close.
A perfect movie. Yeah,
that's a perfect trilogy.
It is. It's just it's so good. And I don't even know what it is. I don't know why I think it's so good. But it just is.
All the little details.
It is.
Like even down to like their sound engineering for the movie. Like whenever he's got the remote control for the car in the first one. And just like every little like switch and button and everything, it's got like a little and it's got like all these little like sound effects that go with it, like little clicks and clacks, and everything's so tactile sounding. And yeah, like the sound engineering was fantastic. The score, again, like the audio just all throughout, just kills.
It's a movie like these are timeless.
Yeah,
like you've got the scenes where they're in 2015, but it's a 1985 idea of 2015.
Right.
It doesn't feel dated. It feels like, oh, this is silly because this is like, it doesn't take itself seriously while they're in 2015.
Yeah.
If in the movie they would have taken themselves seriously in the future, I think it would have ruined it. But now when you go in there and they're like, oh yeah, we've got a whole stack of laser discs back here that's in the alley just because, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's they had fun with it. And it's just timeless. I think that's why the movie holds up so well. My people, like, even my 7-year-old nephew likes it because it just holds up so well. It's
and
timeless.
really, like, they kind of like the whole like future thing. They kind of throw that away at the end of the third one with Doc's like, whenever she asked Doc, this paper's blank now. What does that mean? And he's like, the future hasn't been written. It can be anything you want it to be. And that kind of like makes the whole 2015 thing not exist anymore, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because it could be anything. It hasn't been written yet. That's just one version of it that we saw at that particular moment looking forward.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a wrap on Back to the Future 2.
Back to the Future 2. I'll have to hit 3. Maybe we'll have to try to hit 3 in October.
I got to say, I think I'm pulling it earlier. I think that might be one of my next movies.
Okay. Fair enough.
We're going to knock it out.
Fair enough.
It's 2 and 3. You got to do them back to back. There's the conclusion. Like, you really got to do them closer together.
Yeah.
I can't wait till October for that one. But,
okay.
Anyways,
I'm
going to bring you to my retro ramble I left you off with in the last episode. What video game would you like to see made into a movie or a TV show? What do you got?
Am I going first? Mass Effect. Mass Effect.
All right.
I don't know if you ever played Mass Effect.
No.
But the original trilogy is really good. They had like Mass Effect Andromeda, which I didn't care for very much. But it just a giant space opera with lots of political intrigue. And like there's so much lore in the game. Like it's a role-playing game and you're in space. And it like in the future, man like finds this thing on Mars that's a Mass Effect relay, and it allows them to like travel beyond the speed of light. And they encounter all these other aliens, and they have their own. Oh yeah, they have their own civilizations, and like they have their own like governments together, and there's warring factions. It's super, super rich lore, and it's just so good. And they would have had to be a series.
I was going to ask, TV show or movie.
It had to be a series. There's just so much, like, it's so deep. There's so much they could do in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I would have to say.
All right. Well, for me, I don't know if this
Tetris.
is a cheat or not. Tetris. They did. They made a Tetris movie.
Did they really?
They did, yeah. About the history of it and like how it got made and everything. So technically a Tetris movie. It counts. Metal Gear. I'd like to see a Metal Gear movie. I feel like it could make a fantastic movie. It's been in development for as long as I've had access to the internet. I've seen that it's been in development on and off. Most recently, it's in development. It's been in development, I think, for 5 or 6 years with Oscar Isaac attached to play Snake, which like that's pretty good fit. I think if it's not him, maybe Pedro Pascal. I don't know who else I'd put in that part. Although I guess like, I don't know. I am kind of liking Glenn Powell. I could see him doing it too. Maybe. I don't know. He'd make a good, what's the guy's name at the end of 2 that he has to fight on top of the thing?
Oh, yeah.
The master, whatever his name was.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, that could be Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
I could see him playing the bad guy like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all I got.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, the story's there for it, right?
Right.
So, who plays Psycho Mantis?
Ooh, you got to get somebody who's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I know.
All right.
The guy, I don't remember his name. The guy that played Lucifer in Constantine.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he'd be the guy in the tank.
Oh, yeah.
Or the guy with the ravens, maybe.
Yeah, Vulcan Raven. Yeah.
No, the guy in the tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's great. He's fun.
Yeah.
I liked him in he was in Armageddon, wasn't he? He was like the crazy Russian guy in Armageddon.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first things I remember him in. He's just been great ever since.
Yep.
Yeah. That and I think he was in Bad Boys too. Bad Boys, the first one.
I think that's
the
right.
second one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. Yeah.
That's another one I got to throw on the list. Bad Boys. I haven't seen that one.
I think it is on the list, isn't it?
Yeah, it is on the list. I mean, I want to pull it.
We
up.
gotta get to it. Get to
it. Right? So many. I get 26 pulls a year, and of those 26, maybe 20 are going to be movies.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
yep.
That's all I got. You got any stale popcorn for me this week?
I do have some stale popcorn. So I've been reading Gotham Central.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard about this?
No.
Oh my gosh. It's like so it obviously takes place in Gotham, but it follows the Gotham Police Department. And like basically they're trying to solve murder cases or crimes, and they know that they are like racing against the clock, because if they don't do it, Batman's going to do it. So they've got this relationship where like they really don't care
in a
for
competition.
Batman. Yeah, it's like they don't want him to do this. Like he's doing their job for them, and it's embarrassing to them. And they're like, it's not like a comedy. Like there's like one of these is pretty dark. It's like they're investigating the murder of like this 14-year-old girl. But it's just like going into like just how like it just wears on them of knowing that Batman's out here, and is just like, it takes him almost no time to like figure these crimes out, and they're like busting their butt to try to fix, to try to help Gotham. I don't know. It's so good. It's so good. I don't know if you heard of it or not yet, but it's such an interesting take on Batman, because like you read any of the other Batman comics, or a lot of them, and it's like, oh, Batman's this hero, the criminals don't like him, but like everybody else is like, oh, he's saving us. But then you don't really think, outside of maybe Jim Gordon, you don't really think about the police department, just like the detectives that are on the ground, like
putting in the work.
Yeah. So,
well, he is like the greatest detective.
Yeah,
they can't fault him.
Yeah.
You think there's an alternate timeline where Bruce Wayne just becomes a detective and doesn't go the vigilante route? Like he's like a normal beat detective?
That would be a really interesting like miniseries.
Right?
Yeah.
Like just like, I don't know, like normal, I don't know, every day.
Yeah.
Like he's just like slowly getting a coffee and a donut and sitting back at his desk and kind of looking over files and, oh, what shoulda, coulda, woulda, or,
yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Would he still be like all like jacked, or would he just be like normal, like maybe a little pudgy?
I think he'd have wealth from his family. I think he'd be in good shape.
Oh yeah, that's true. He'd still have the family wealth. I think he'd have to have given that up or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something there. I think we could do something with that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
we'll hit up DC. We'll see if they can't let us do a little
do a mini run.
Yeah.
We gotta get an artist and a writer in it. We'll just come up with some ideas and we'll just throw them in a pitch room.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, I don't have any stale popcorn this week. I just couldn't come up with anything.
That's all right.
We'll just leave it like that.
All right. Well, I'll hit you up with a retro ramble for next week before we close this out. What is your well, this will tie into the episode we're going to be doing next week is Pleasantville. We're going to be talking about Pleasantville.
Oh, yeah.
And so I thought this Retro Ramble question would really tie into that. What is your favorite classic television show?
Ooh. What do you define as classic?
Pre 1990.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to, I mean, you know, it cuts out Friends, it cuts out all that.
Yeah. All the stuff formative years.
I guess I'm thinking of like something that when we were growing up, you would see on like Nick at Night.
That'll work.
Yep.
That'll work. I can work with that.
All right.
I think. Yeah, I'll come up with something.
All right. All right. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sticking around. Again, join us next week. We're going to be watching Pleasantville, going to be discussing that. Watch along and yeah. Be kind, rewind. We'll see you then.
See ya.